Good morning, everybody. My name is Leon Odendaal. Welcome, everybody, to the Rotax Max Challenge National Final here at Swartkops International Kart Raceway in Pretoria West, South Africa.
Running two classes is not actually the problem. It's just that you have to get the pace on both of them. But obviously the senior max is a little bit more important in terms of the championship. But you know, you have to have pace to be part of the championship, and unfortunately we don't have too much pace coming into this race.
What's your strategy for the weekend? Because your championship, for all the championships, is one of the closest ones. There's 20 points between the top four. How do you go into, what frame of mind do you take in tomorrow's race?
Yeah, I think it's just never give up. You know, anything can happen, and that's racing. You just got to focus on what we need to do. If anything can happen, there could be incidences. We've got 4 heats. They're long races, so mechanical failures can happen. You know, bumping can happen and accidents can happen. So, you know, if you stay in the race, you're always within a chance.
Nick, it's all about the championship tomorrow. 140 points on the table. Top 4 guys have got about 20 odd points between them. Some has got good points to throw away, some have got rubbish to throw away. What do you take into this weekend, and what do you have to do?
Yes, I guess it works out like you mentioned over the year with the consistency of the points. Some of us have to drop good ones, some of us have to drop bad ones. I think the guys that are dropping good ones are in a much better position to take more risks, to drive a bit harder. They have a lot less to lose to the guys who have really bad points that they're dropping, because if they have another bad heat this weekend, they're kind of out of the championship. So a couple of the guys, the championship looks really close now. Some of the guys are in contention, some of the guys aren't. This weekend is tough. The guys are all very close, so racing is going to be really good.
Your strategy?
My strategy, sure, I'm battling this weekend. Yesterday we were really fast. It's been very hot today. Thank goodness it's cooled down a little bit. I'm not too sure. I guess I just have to keep it clean, but I also want to finish in the top 3, 4 and take at least 1 win tomorrow.
And maybe I get a bit of a dirty by calling you a Swartkops specialist on Facebook. But yeah, home track is always count for something.
Yeah, the home track does count for something. I've done a couple of 100,000 laps around here. But conditions are always changing, tyres are changing, chassis are changing. So no matter how many laps you've done around a circuit, things constantly change, and I guess that's the fun of our sport.
You had a big awful down in Cape Town where things did not happen. You went in there championship leader, and it was one of the most heartbreaking weekends of the season. Talk to me about coming back from Cape Town and fighting for the championship this weekend.
Well, it looks like I'm going to have to get all wins tomorrow. Very difficult, obviously, having Dominic, Jason, very quick this weekend, and Shireen's been really good this week. Well, like what happened was the motor blew first lap, and yeah, so it messed up my whole championship so far.
You're the one, you've got nothing to lose tomorrow. You can go out there and just smash it from lap 1, where the other guys are always going to keep their eye on the board because you're coming from behind.
Yeah, for sure. I had a decent qualifying, so I don't know how far back I'm going to be. So yeah, for sure I'm going to hit it from lap 1, and I'm going to push, eh? That's all I'm going to say.
Guys, final round of a championship. One of the tightest championships is in Senior Max, and 440 points on the table. What is the strategy?
Obviously it was thank goodness I was praying for it not to rain during qualifying. Luckily I got that. It's very close, and obviously it's a long race, so we'll have to race with our heads, and yeah, I hope it's good.
Jason, you've got it all to do, because you've got that DQ that you've got to can't throw away, which puts you slightly on the back foot, but pace this weekend has really been there.
Yeah, look, it's been, well, I told my dad we're going to have to put it all in, since I really want to win this championship and go to Brazil. I've been in a similar situation, like I think 4 years ago, sorry. But yeah, I'm going to see what happens. Not going to count my chickens too early, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Welcome back to the Nationals, the Rotex Max Challenge final international. We've just missed the start of the next race. It's a Senior Max Prince, and already there's a bit of bumping and barging.
I see someone's nose cone doing some donuts there. It was a very dramatic start to the Senior Max class. This is, of course, where the Junior Maxes are coming up in the near future. Jason Kutsia out in the lead. He's got a lot of work ahead of him today. He has to get the best result plus 35. So that means he has a DQ to make up for. He got a disqualified result, so he has a lot of work to do to actually get ahead of Dominic Lincoln there, who's right behind him. Dominic Lincoln in second place, coming in there. And we've got Wayland, it looks like Wyland Wayman in third. That is our African Open representative. He won himself a ticket to go to Brazil at the end of the year. But that's our 1, 2, 3. I'm trying to get a picture of who number 4 is.
Yes, of course, we are at the Swartkops International Kart Circuit out in Pretoria, just west of Pretoria in South Africa. And yes, there is number 265. Unfortunately, the man who lost out on the start there, number 265. What's his name? Let's just have a look, see where did he qualify there. It is Naomi Pitzer. Naomi Pitzer qualified in fifth. Unfortunate day for Naomi. But let's get back to the leaders. It is number 246. It is Jason Kutsia. It was the pole man. And also Jason Kutsia lying second in the championship. Prince?
Yeah, Jason Kutsia has all the speed he needs, judging by qualifying. But not to say that Dominic Lincoln isn't fast enough, because there's nothing in it between them. 0.02, I beg your pardon, of a second. So there's really nothing in between them. But given the fact that Jason Kutsia has clean air ahead of him, he has no argy-bargy in front of him, he sort of has a chance to, to take the win and solidify his championship challenge. Dominic Lincoln is keeping as close as he can to him, though, and trying to give him a bit of trouble so he doesn't get comfortable. So is Wyland Wayman, who's right behind the two of them, and there's hardly a gap in between the top 3 at the moment, actually. They're within the same bracket of time. I mean, they're taking turn 1 exactly the same. They're pretty much on the same racing line, Leon.
Yeah, so Jason Kutsia from Dominic Lincoln and Wyland Wayman had qualified 4th. But if we look at the championship standings, Dominic Lincoln and Jason Kutsia, yeah, they're actually fighting it out there. 3rd place, Nicholas Verheul in the championship, but he qualified a little bit lower down. So we'll pick up later where he is. I see number 212, Sri Naidu's 4th there. But here we go, just your top order. Jason Kutsia from Dominic Lincoln, Wyland Wayman, Sri Naidu, Daniel Dumini up to 5th. Nicholas Verheul 6th, but we're keeping an eye here on the top 3. It is number 246. It is Jason Kutsia that is leading, and he's actually second in the championship. So you'd like to keep that lead there, Prince?
Yeah, without a doubt. And I'm just interested to see Sri Naidu over there. He's watching the top 3 show. And you know how the top 3 show goes, Leon. It's wait for argy-bargy, wait for drama, and take advantage. We saw a bit of that in the Micromax class that had just gone by. But this is Senior Max. We're at Swartkops International Raceway, and we're 4 laps deep into a very hectic championship battle. Current second place in the championship, Jason Kutsia is out in the lead at the moment, but there's nothing in it for him because first in the championship, Dominic Lincoln is in second, and Wyland Wayman over there, number 5 in the championship, is in third. So our championship contenders giving it all they've got. They're really proving why they're actually at the top of the championship. It's a very close race, Leon.
It's a 15-lapper, but you see the top 3, and then hanging in there in 4th is Sri Naidu, but they're leaving the rest of the pack as we see the guys coming through now. We're going down now to 5th. Nicholas Verheul, Daniel Dumini, Connor Donovan, and Danae van Heerden. They just going through turn 2 there, the right-hander that will then take you under the bridge. We can't call it a tunnel, it's a bit of a bridge. Someone pulling into the pit lane I saw there, just on the left-hand side. But yeah, it's still our clear leader, Jason Kutsia, second in the championship, but it's all about Jason Kutsia and Dominic Lincoln. But we're just keeping an eye here, and that was number 252 there. I'm just picking up a number there. Prince?
Well, it looks like possible opportunity now. The gap is still wide in between the top 3.
Yeah, back with the top 3, yes.
They're not bumper to bumper as yet. Don't see an overtaking maneuver coming. Perhaps saving it till later on. It's a matter of let's get ahead of them type of thing. But the them in question is the top 3. They're so close together that it's like, when is the battle going to happen? You know what I mean?
No, remember, they know it is a 15-lapper, so they're not taking too many chances. They're not holding each other up too much. Now, the top 3 sort of line astern, but I'm sure when there's around about 5 laps to go, you see from the 10th lap, I'm sure you will see an overtaking maneuver too.
And yeah, we've seen the ability, Leon, of the Burrells in the DD2 race. We saw how well the Burrell chassis performs around this track. So Dominic Lincoln does have a lot of performance in his card. He's also confident because he's not too far off Jason Kutsia's pace in terms of qualifying. So he knows he can challenge him when the time comes. And I suppose you're right, because looking at Waylon Wayman, they're getting in the back bumper of Dominic Lincoln, but not mounting a challenge.
Yeah, from a championship point of view, the guy that really wants to end up on a top step of the podium here will be number 275, Waylon Wayman, because he's only fifth in the championship and he needs a few points. So he might try a last gosh maneuver later, or a kamikaze move just to get up. But the guys in the front at this stage, they're playing it safe. No major stuff, but see Linus Stern, and then that means just look at our guy in fourth place.
Shirin Naidu.
Yeah, Shirin. He just can't get closer, but it's because these guys are not fighting each other. But if they do start fighting, then Shirin Naidu will have a chance.
Yeah, hence I was saying, Shirin Naidu is watching the top three show. It only goes one way. Wait for the RG-Bazi in the last 3 laps and you possibly have a pole position. But looking at Waylon Wayman, he was just saying in an interview that he has all wins. He needs to find all wins that he can today because of the DNF that he had in the previous national.
So he knows it's all to play for. It's almost all or nothing for him.
Exactly.
But that's top two now just pulling a slight gap on our third place, man. And you can see why those top two are the top two contenders in the championship. It is Jason Kutsia from Dominic Lincoln. But there we go, overtaking move into turn number 1. Classic overtaking maneuver there, and Lincoln's just gone into first place, and Kutsia demoted down to second. But at the same time, see Waylon Wayman. So I'm sure, Prince, we don't know how many laps are left, but I'm telling you, around about 5 now. About 5 or so, because you can see the guys now starting to overtake. But look at what that means now. These guys are fighting, and we've had a big off. So number 2, that is a big impact on the championship. It is Jason Kutsia. He's going to lose a lot of positions now. There was a coming together between that was Waylon Wayman. Look, the Shirin Naidu is coming into play now. And in the meantime, so Dominic Lincoln, he's gone. But Jason Kutsia is going to be very unhappy, man. He's lost now a lot of positions. Yeah, we've got 5 laps left now. And like I said, look at it now. And then, okay, there's Shirin going on the inside of Waylon Wayman. In the front there, Lincoln's gone. And yes, that's very unfortunate for Jason Kutsia, Prince.
Jason Kutsia is going to be livid wherever he is. I hope he can get his card back on track here. We have
There's a replay.
See what happened. He had gone down the inside of Wyman, trying to protect his...
Yeah.
Okay, it's their rear wheels. Their rear wheels came together, which shot up Jason Kutsia's cart, and he landed. So it's a matter of space, really.
Yeah, they just did not give each other enough.
Yeah,
you can't really blame. Kijk, Waylon Wayman actually went on his inside through the right-hander. Jason Kutsia, then there was a left-hander. And unfortunately, they just touched. They didn't give each other enough room.
Yeah,
but it's not good for
yeah.
Jason Kutsia's championship aspirations.
Not at all. Not at all. He's got a lot of pressure because he's got a whole race win.
If we look now, Jason Kutsia all the way down to 7th, unfortunately. He's fallen down to 7th. And he's going to be livid after this race. But it is Lincoln from Waylon Wayman, Shirin Naidu, Daniel Duminy up to 4th, Nicholas Verheul, he'll be happy, he's in 5th, Danai van Heeren, but Jason Kutsia down to 7th, and he needs to salvage something from this race with 4 laps to go here, Prince.
And this is the favorite part of Shirin Naidu's race because his patience is paying off. He's in 3rd position at the moment. He's in a very comfortable position for his overall result for the day, I would say. Just looking at the championship, the top 4 or 5 are quite a way off ahead of Shirin Naidu. But he's probably going to bide his time here and see what happens with Wayman. But at this point, the top 3 is probably going to maintain their position and maintain the pace that they're working with. Dominic Lincoln is in a comfortable position, stretching his legs. So he's thinking his lucky stars, actually, because he's another one who had a lot of pressure on him. He knew that Jason Kutsia would actually put in his best challenge for the day. So he's sort of hoping that something does happen to hinder him. And there you go, it's happened.
Yeah, he won't know at this stage that something has happened to Jason Kutsia. Remember, he was leading at that stage. He won't know that there has been an incident. But he's got his comfortable lead. And as the guys behind, let's have a look-see now. Some of the guys jostling for positions now. Yeah, we're now looking at positions 5 to 7. Yeah, they're having a close dice here on the circuit, Prince.
It's a bit closer than you have in the top 3. But it's actually Jason Kutsia building his way up. He's number 7 now, coming into 6th, going ahead of 339 over there. Nice overtaking move down the inside. He's got number 5 in his sights at the moment.
Yeah, it's Danai van Heeren. If so, Jason Kutsia slowly but surely working his way back. Yeah, as I said, let's have a look there. He's actually up to 6, and he's got Danai van Heeren in 5th now. That's his next target. but he's only got 2 laps to do it. I don't know if he's got enough time now. So Jason Kutsia, can he get up to 5th position just to salvage something? But yeah, it's like I said, he's not going to be a very happy man after this race. You know, and then I almost want to call that a racing incident that happened there. The man that will be very happy is number 219, Dominic Lincoln, because he's just going to extend his championship lead that he's got. So he's going to be happy as the rest of the field come through, and it looks like, is it 1 or 2 laps to go?
Yep, looks like we're almost at the end of the race actually. But it played out just as you said, Leon, that in the last 4 or 5 laps, that's where the battling is going to happen. It happened exactly at that moment, and the most significant part of the race turned out to be...
Here's the second place battle, sorry. Wayland Weyman, he did give a bit of a signal there to Srin. He said, come on Srin, just relax here. Wayland Weyman, he'll settle for second if he can. Second will be as best as he can do here. But there we go. Flag is out, and it is going to be, there's our winner. Dominic Lincoln will be very happy, and it looks like it was very close, almost a photo finish there between Wayland Weyman and Sri Naidu. But there we go. Okay, Wayland just got it. So it's Lincoln from Wayland Weyman, Sri Naidu, Daniel Duminy, Danai van Heerden, and unfortunately Jason Kutsia could only get back to 6th.
Yeah.
So that's going to be impact there on the championship, Prince.
Yeah, the pressure's mounted on Jason. I almost feel sorry for him. It's the final race of the championship.
Obviously, it was a good start by Jason. He had a lot of pace in the beginning, so I just decided to sit there, wait for him to make a mistake, and eventually I drew closer and closer to him, decided to make my move and made it stick, and I don't know what happened behind me, but I just kept driving, pushing our hardest, and it was a good result. Hopefully you can do it again next race.
Yes, it was a very hectic race, especially with the incident between Wayland and Jason. I had to have avoided it like almost instantly. I thought I was going to crash, but they all worked out in the end. I finished 3rd, held my position from the start, so it's a good race. So I hope to get a win in the next 3 races.
It was a pretty decent race. Started 4th, made my way up to 2nd. A little bit of an incident getting driven over, but keeping my position and holding it up. Keeping it up.
And so how's the championship going for you?
Well, I'm 5th at the moment because of the motor blow in Cape Town. But after this race, I think I'm lying by 3rd-ish. I might make my way up to 1st in these last 3 heats. I'm going to try and win them so I can win the Nationals as well.
As you're speaking, I see Wayland Weyman there giving signals to someone to sort of, those look like let's work together signals. Like let's keep it clean in the beginning, please.
Yes, because these guys have got it's another 15 lapper for them, 15 laps. So yeah, don't do too much in the beginning. The start's always important, and a bit of a lottery coming into turn number 1. As we see a big dive there. Look from the the number that is it 542? Is it? Or 245? I'll get the number now. But there was a big move there. So there was a big move from way back on the grid there.
Here we go. Okay, nothing too dramatic at the moment. Just a couple of guys getting a bit of sand and dirt.
But someone's now the lead. Whoever's in the lead, he's gone.
Yeah,
he's gone as a result.
He's stretching his legs at the moment.
Yeah, that's what if it's Jason Kutsia, and then he'll be happy. I'm just looking for that guy. It's number 245. 245. 245, that's in 2nd there.
But in the meantime, I see Wayland Weyman right on the tail of Dominic Lincoln. He is not comfortable at... Oh, no, sorry, that's Daniel Duminy.
Sorry, 242.
Duminy, yes.
Yeah, so it was Daniel Duminy that came from way back, and he had an excellent start there. So Duminy in 2nd place there. But look there, hands up and lots of singles. But Jason Kutsia's got the lead, and he wants to be... Yeah, Duminy came from way back on the grid.
Yeah,
he had that maneuver on the inside. He's now looking over his shoulder. Says, okay, sorry guys, but let's work together. Now he wants to work together. But it's Jason Kutsia, Daniel Duminy, Carlo Oliver, Dominic Lincoln, Wayland Weyman. He always receives a bit of a bump there. Connor Damascene, a bit of a mix-up here, Prince.
Yeah, a bit of a mix-up. Daniel Duminy calling for Dominic Lincoln there. He was saying, dude, okay, one of us is in front now. Get ahead of Wayland so we can work together. And they've sort of done that. Now
I see now. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay, there the team came in.
There you go.
He just let his team. Oh, Wayland with a late braking maneuver. Yeah, Daniel actually let Dominic Lincoln just pass him from a team point of view. But Wayland said, no, I'm coming through here with a late braking maneuver.
Exactly, I'm going to get in the brutal sandwich there. Yeah, he's going to mix it up for them. He's not going to make it easy for them. But Daniel seems to have tried his best there for his teammate to help him out. But I think he's done enough at this point.
Yes, but look at these guys in the midfield. They're fighting hard there.
There's quite
the mid-pack is very close together. Yeah, we know Jason Kutsia's gone in the front there. But look at these guys fighting in the midfield. Now they're fighting for every position. And like maybe we'll find Nicholas Verheul in there, because remember he was in the championship earlier. So let's pick up some numbers here if we can there. There is number 241. That's Connor Donovan. But let's have a look quickly. Jason Coetzee, Dominic Lincoln, Wayland Weyman, Daniel Duminy, Carlo Oliver, Nicholas Verheul up to 6. So look at number 339. Then Sri Naidu, Connor Donovan, Dane van Heerden, and Naomi Pitzer. Good to see her
there,
from her first heat incident.
Yeah, and then we're just in shot there. Daniel Duminy, he's sort of got breathing room right in between the heated battles, but not very heated. Oh, bit of body there. Is that? That is Sri Naidu.
Yeah, Sri Naidu
coming together with, I think, Verheul. Was it Verheul ahead of him?
Sri Naidu, whoever was in front, he jumped him a little bit. So there was a little bit of airborne there for a second in the front. But okay, luckily, no major stuff. Because we know, Prince, when it does go wrong in a kart sometimes, and it does go majorly wrong. When a guy sometimes touches the other, or where they tip over or halfway over,
Exactly. And when you see a kart go airborne like that, it could affect the rear axle. It could bend, and it affects the ride tremendously. You can hardly drive it as efficiently as you want. So hopefully no damage there. But Verheul in shot there, I think it might have been him, just looking at the shape of his bib, his front bib. Yeah, definitely might have been him. But he looks to be fine. He doesn't seem to have lost a lot of pace. He just has to catch up.
Yeah, that is number 339, Nicholas Verheul.
Yeah.
He's around about in a 6 or 5, 6 or 7. Which just let's see. He's actually fifth. He's fifth, so not too bad for him. We've got Jason Coetzee in the front. Dominic Lincoln will sit pretty in second. He'll be okay. There, Wayland Weyman, Daniel Duminy, and Nicholas Verheul in fifth. But Nicholas needs to fight for every position he can here. So Nicholas needs, from his championship point of view, he needs to go up as far as he can, Prince.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do. And just Duminy again, then coming into shots. It's early on, I don't know where the pace came from. It was a matter of late braking from Duminy there at lap 1, at turn 1, where he made up so many positions. But he sort of lost that, and he's sort of gone almost backwards.
It was Duminy. I didn't pick his number earlier, but it was Duminy who had that big move into turn number 1. He just went for the inside, and he gained all those positions. But but his pace is not too bad. He's hanging in there. But like we said, it's about Verheul. He's got behind him Carlo Oliver, putting a lot of pressure on him there. But he can't lose a position. He actually needs to make up. There goes your leader through, and then so Jason Coetzee, Dominic Lincoln, Wayland Weyman, Daniel Duminy still in fourth, Nicholas Verheul in fifth, and he's getting pressure from Carlo Oliver.
And then Verheul is hot on the heels of Duminy. We're going to see a few moves in the next few turns. Let's see if Verheul's going to go for it at the first time of asking, or he's going to build it up. But he's got on his Carlo Oliver right behind him, so I don't think he might want to risk too much in doing this. But turn 1 is going to be an interesting one to see here in the midfield battle, and how defensive Duminy might go. When we're approaching the final straight, Verheul look at that. Would you look at that? The mother of all defensive moves from Duminy. That's something you only see in Micro Mini Max.
Duminy is trying to defend, but Verheul knows he has to get past. He needs that position. For his championship aspirations, he has to get past there.
Exactly.
So there's a big fight here. Yeah, we're watching the fight here. It's a fourth position fight. Daniel Duminy, Verheul. But look at it. In the meantime now, Verheul won't be happy that Duminy is almost not keeping him up. I mean, he's defending, which is always right.
Exactly.
But look at the guys behind him. Everybody, but there's a good move.
Verheul. What a move.
Managed to get good. And there's a touch. Yeah. Unfortunately for Duminy.
That was Carlo Oliver and Duminy,
Oliver getting into the side of Duminy and unfortunate, but that happens. It was as a result of that being overtaken there. Verheul, the big winner there, going up to fourth. And there, I think there goes our leader. And second and third, Verheul now up to fourth. See, there we go, Verheul. So let's just have a look at the lead now. It's on lap number 9 of 15, Jason Coetzee, Dominic Lincoln, Wayland Weyman, Verheul, Sri Naidu, Dane van Heerden, Naomi Pitzer in 7th, Carlo Oliver, Jurgen Pommersheim, and Jonathan Pieterse in 10th. So Duminy, unfortunately, it was an unfortunate incident for him. He won't be happy after his good start.
And what is it they say? No good deed goes unpunished. Doing a bit of work there for his teammate, but it's sort of coming off the worst. Having sort of slowed down the pack, there was a lot of opportunities for drivers behind him to get close to him, and he sort of came off the worst there. But looking at the front, Coetzee is comfortable. This is exactly what he wanted. This is exactly what he needed. But a bit of dicing there in the mid-pack. Carlo Oliver, who came together with Duminy, is in the middle of a battle at the moment, going in under the bridge. I'm not sure who is involved with it. It's him and Naomi Pitzer, as well as Jurgen Pommersheim.
Yeah, it's actually, and Danae, yeah, it's 6, 7, 8 and 9 there. Danae van
Exactly,
Heerden,
Danae van
Naomi
Heerden as well.
Pitzer, Carla Oliver and Jurgen Pommersam. They're having a big fight there. That's almost good news for Verheul. And Sri Naidu also in 5th, that they're not involved in any battles here. So they've got a bit of clear air and trying to see how far up the road they can go.
Yeah, Sri Naidu just in view over there. It's a bit of a battle for them, but yeah, Carl Oliver sort of lost. He's come off the worst so far. And we'll see if he can sort of retaliate in the turns to come. That's Sri Naidu way ahead of that battle. He's got a comfortable race ahead of him so far, unless he gets really close to someone.
So leading that little battle there for 6, 7, 8 is Danae van Heerden, number 2. See, Danae van Heerden, Naomi Pitzer, Carla Oliver, they in the big fight there. So, but well done to Naomi Pitzer, number 265. After she's doing well here in heat number 2 of the senior max. So good stuff, good to see. And yeah, these guys will remember in the championship every point's important, and they like to get up as high as they can.
Exactly, and it's a competition at the end of the day. You don't wanna half-heart it. You want to give it your all each and every time. And trust me, even if you wanted to half-heart it, by the time you start the kart, you sort of get revved up and you get worked up. So everyone here is definitely competitive and giving it their all. I was just looking at for real there. I'm trying to get a gauge of how much of a gap he has, and it's a significant one because Lincoln and Kutsia are gone, and he looks set for a 4th place finish unless Wayland Wyman sort of makes a mistake or gets him within range.
Yes, so they're on lap number 12 or 15. So, but looking pretty at the top, Jason Kutsia. He's just completed 12 hours. Dominic Lincoln, so that championship fight will still be on.
Yeah.
Wayland Wyman, Nicholas Verheul, a little bit better for his champion, although he's losing ground on the top 2. And then, yes, it's a fight. Yeah, okay, it's not only about the top contenders in championship. Every man, yeah, and every man or woman, every man or woman, yeah, a man or woman or lady is fighting for their championship position and as much points as they can get.
Yeah, and we get a shot there of the would-be champion, the would-be winner of the day, Jason Kutsia, followed by a significant distance off Dominic Lincoln.
Yeah, back to our leader, our clear leader, Jason Kutsia. That from the start, he was after almost the first corner incident where Dominic came on the brakes. But Lincoln, as much as he's trying, but now Lincoln's got Wayland Wyman in close company. He won't be too happy about that. Lincoln would want to have a good second year at worst case scenario. But now Wayland Wyman, remember Wayland will, as we saw, Wayland's not shy to do late braking maneuver. So
not at all.
Wayland, that was earlier this morning, 5th in the championship. But Wayland will remember, almost go for broke. So he's not going to do Lincoln any favors here.
And he's gritting his teeth. Okay, he wants to make up for all of the sort of bad luck that he's been through. Because he's supposed to actually be he's supposed to be in a winning position in most, if not all, of today's races, to actually get back to where he was in the championship before, not getting to finish. But I was just looking at the times here. Lincoln is actually quicker at the moment than Jason Kutsia. Jason Kutsia is about 0.3 seconds off the pace of Dominic Lincoln, which for me confirms the fact that he's gone into sort of a zone. He's sort of in a comfortable zone where he's maintaining what he's doing. He's not going faster or slower. Because if you look at it, he could go quicker. Wayland Wyman is on a 43.8, quicker of the top 3. He's the quickest of the top 3, but he's in 3rd.
Yeah, also it's a last lap and he knows he's got a little bit of a muffin.
Exactly.
He's just sort of bringing it home.
Exactly.
He knows he hasn't got a guy on his bumper. So rather than, like I say, he's still on 10 tenths, believe me, but not on 11 tenths as we call it. But here we go. It's going to be the flag here. Checkered flag out. Well done there, Jason Kutsia. That was a flag-to-flag victory. Jason Kutsia, but also Dominic Lincoln will be happy coming through for the 2nd place. And so Jason Kutsia from Dominic Lincoln, Wayland Wyman, Sri Naidu, Nicholas Verheul up to 5th. That's the best he could manage there. Dane van Heerden, Naomi Pitzer, well done in 7th. Carla Oliver, Connor Donovan and Jurgen Pommersam.
Well, I started on pole, and then, I think they were dicing behind me. But then I just started pulling away. My car dropped off a bit to the end, but hopefully we'll fix it for the next race.
Obviously the start, me and Wayland had a very close call in the beginning. Unfortunately, we didn't get put out the race, and then we got put back a few places. Managed to work our way back to 2nd behind Jason, and by the time we got to 2nd, the gap was just too big. We closed it down quite a lot. I reckon 4 laps and we would have been right there on him again, but it was a good race. Well done to Jason, obviously.
Yeah, my mates had started slowing down towards the end, but Jason slowed down quite a lot more. We caught up about like a second or two on to Jason. If we had like 4 more laps, we would have most probably been with him. But it was a decent race. The starts, we all fell back. Dominic and I, we fell back to like 5th and 6th. So it was a decent race.
We're at the Rotex Max Challenge. It's the final of the National Championship here at Swartkops Raceway in Pretoria, West South Africa. So welcome to the viewers, but here we go, Prince.
Away they go. Let's see how Coetzee starts. He keeps it very clean on the outside, not involved in any of the drama. I think he was sort of waiting there to see if something happened.
Good start for Lincoln as well. Lincoln had a clean start, so he's got it there, but let's see who's going to come through. Wally is in second there, I think. Is it? Wayland, sorry. Wayland Weyman. No? Yeah, Wayland in second.
Someone's come off the worst there.
Oh, Wayland Weyman's going for the win there. It's Wayland's going for the inside berth there. Yeah, we'll have a look see now as they complete lap the moment. But a fairly good start by Lincoln he had. But yeah, Wayland Weyman, nothing to lose there. Remember, he's out of the championship, but he's still looking for his first win.
Yeah.
He wanted to win everything today, but a win, yeah, will do well for. So it is Wayland Weyman from Lincoln. And then we'll just see who's in third place there as they cross the start-finish line. I think it's Sri Naidu. Sri Naidu, yes. So Wayland Weyman, Dominic Lincoln, Sri Naidu, Naomi Pitzer, good in fourth there. Connor Donovan, Carlo Oliver, we've got a yellow flag out. Jason Coetzee, Nicholas Verheul. Oh, the man is gone. Oh, no, sorry. I almost thought I did, but there's Jason Coetzee in 7th. I just saw a yellow flag in a cart next to the track there. But Jason Coetzee 7, Nicholas Verheul. So they've moved up 1 spot each.
Yeah.
But they've got a lot of work to do there, Prince.
Is that Daniel Dumini or Sri Naidu sort of losing control of his cart? Seemed to slow down significantly there. A lot of drivers just went past.
Here's another overtake maneuver.
Yeah, that is on that Wyman. Wyman just lost. No, it's not Wyman. Someone looks very much like Wyman. But yeah, I was just looking for again Jason Coetzee. He had a very subdued start for someone who needs to be right up there.
Okay, there we go. There's Coetzee now.
Yeah,
look at him.
There. That's amazing.
Going on the inside there of Donovan. Yeah, so Coetzee, every single lap. Remember, he has to overtake as quickly and as fast as he can. Exactly. Now, still Wayland Weyman from Dominic Lincoln, but good stuff. Jason Coetzee will now be in 5th position. And yeah, remember, there's still 18 laps to go. So Jason Coetzee must just work as hard as he can. And Nicholas Verheul will try and follow him. But a good overtaking maneuver there on, I think it was O'Connor from Coetzee.
Yeah, and of course he's got Naomi Pitzer in his sights at the moment, who has improved significantly for her to be in 4th at the moment. There's a lot of defending on the way from behind her. We'll see the top 3 sort of going into the distance at the moment, but the midfield battle is where it's at. Connor Donovan right behind Jason Coetzee.
Yeah. Prince, but Coetzee, he's going to want to get past Naomi very quickly so they can go after those top 3 because they are pulling a bit of a gap.
Exactly.
So, yeah, he would want to make easy meet of Pitzer as soon as he can. And now, believe me, he's going to do it this lap. So the top 3, remember, they got a bit of a gap. They're not getting away too far. Yeah, so Lincoln back in the lead. Yeah. So Lincoln back in the lead there. So Lincoln is where he wants to be. Remember, Lincoln, this victory will definitely secure his championship if he can hang on to it.
Yes.
Yeah, while we're watching the top 3, we're just watching Jason Coetzee's progress.
Sri Naidu keeping it there in the podium, but Wayman has an answer for that.
Yeah.
Sri Naidu taking an opportunity. No, he went sideways there with Lincoln, but Lincoln defended it very well.
Oh, and I can see now. The bit of a nudge there from Naomi Pitzer, but Jason Coetzee has gotten past her. But I'll tell you what, one thing Jason wants to see, he wants to see the top 3 overtaking each other. He wants to see the guys diving. That means they're not going as fast as they can. So, yes, Lincoln and while Lincoln and Wayland Weyman is overtaking each other, that's good for Jason Coetzee because look at him. I'm telling you, Jason Coetzee is going to join that party for the lead in the next few laps.
He's definitely got the pace, Leon. Sri Naidu falling back at the moment, aftermath of the RG-Bargy and the battles that sort of happened in front of him. Lincoln taking it back, and then side by side there with Wyman. Nicely done. Wyman tries to get his own back, but I couldn't. Lincoln defended very well.
Lincoln back in the lead there.
Into the bridge.
But like I said, that's good for Jason Coetzee. Those guys, because
that's exactly what he needs.
Almost every lap at turn number 1, they've been changing positions, and it's going to slow them down a little bit. Okay, yeah, Jason Kusia still got a lot of work. Sri Naidu just hanging in there in third, Prince. He's hanging in there. He's not mixing it up. He's just hanging in third and saying, okay, you guys, I'll pick up the pieces. Yeah.
Exactly. I'll push timing. I'll be a chess master at this point. But it's always nice to have a guy like Wayland Wyman because he has nothing to lose. He's gonna give it his all. And it looks like our championships so far. Here he is again down the inside of Lincoln. This has just been happening for the past 2 to 3 laps. If you're just joining us,
I'm just trying to see now if Kutsia is managing to edge closer. You know, you look at him late on the brakes, getting sideways there, turn number 2. So, Jason Kutsia is trying hard. He's maybe closed the gap a little bit. Yeah, but look at it. There goes Wayman again. Yeah. Now we know for sure that
Naidu in second.
Yeah, Srin says I'm coming with now.
Nice.
Srin said, but look at that. Just look at that. Just look how quickly Jason Kutsia scored up. So just
right on
a matter of 2 corners, and the guys were chopping and changing, and Kutsia says, hello, I'm back.
And that is thanks definitely in part to Sri Naidu's move and seeing the opportunity on Lincoln. He just made a perfect door for Kutsia to take advantage of. Sorry there.
Prince, remember, you'll see now Kutsia. He's also going to want to get past Lincoln. So whatever he does, he has to finish in front of Lincoln to have still a slim chance of the championship, remember.
And you can usually smell him.
Although if I look at the points difference, it's almost, 14 points. 14 points. Yeah, 14 point difference. So Jason Kutsia, if he finishes in front of Lincoln, it's not all over, but it's very close to being over.
Yeah. So he just has to finish in front of him and hope for the best for his championship. Not to say hope for the worst for Lincoln.
But in the meantime, let's see. It's Wyland. It's Weyman.
Yep.
From Sri Naidu, from Lincoln, and Jason Kutsia. Here's the top 10 quickly. Wayland Weyman, Sri Naidu, Dominic Lincoln, Jason Kutsia, Connor Donovan, Naomi Pitzer, Nicholas Verriel, Carlo Oliver, Dane van Heerde, and Daniel Dumini in 10th.
And this is interesting. Connor Donovan might be knocking on the door of Kutsia any moment from now if this battling continues, because the drama happening out in front is slowing everyone down, in essence. So if Sri Naidu or Lincoln, or Wyman for that matter, do something, it's only affecting the overall pace of the front 3.
That's basically been the theme of the whole day, Prince. The whole day we've seen when the top front guys fight too easy, it just allows on this track the other guys at the back, and they stay on the racing line, they catch up very quickly. And like you say, it's Connor coming to join that party. 5th place man, he wants to join the leading 4 guys, which is good for the race.
Yeah, and we're only at halfway mark, and we've already seen a lot of drama for the kind of strategy that's been going into today's races. There's a lot of drama that we've seen. I mean, by the time you get to halfway through a race, there's a lot of calculation, a bit more conservative moves, but now we've seen a lot of chopping and changing at the front, thanks to having a wild card. Wayland Wyman.
Yes.
Thank you, Wayland
I'll tell you
Wyman.
what, I wonder if Dominic Lincoln, if he knows that it's Jason Kutsia behind him. Because remember, the only time he will not panic, but he'll get a bit anxious is if, let's say, Jason Kutsia gets past him and he sees, that's my nearest championship contender, then you might have to. Because this stage, he won't worry about those 2 guys in front of him too much.
10 laps to go.
Yeah, so they're halfway now. And but as you can see,
having a look, did you see that?
Weyman and Sri Naidu, they're not worried about, they're not really, they don't have, I can say, a long-term plan. They're just going all like flat out for the win,
Instant gratification. It's all about the win. I do think Dominic Lincoln knows very well what's going on. His mechanic must have told him by now.
Yeah, he would have
definitely knows what's up. And look at that, he's back up in second, Sri Naidu in third.
Maybe just got to hurry up.
Exactly.
But there Jason going through as well.
Done. What a move.
Jason knows whatever he does, whatever Lincoln does, he has to go with him.
Exactly.
I mean, Jason knows that. And if Jason can get close enough, he will try and go past Lincoln. That's Jason Kutsia. But in the meantime, Wayland Weyman, that's where he wants to be. He's trying to get the win. And like you said, Connor Donovan, he's joined the party now. So Sri Naidu will have Connor Donovan breathing down his neck shortly. Wayman's got a bit of a gap, but Dominic Lincoln, we know he's got pace.
Yeah, it doesn't hang around.
So, and Lincoln's got good pace. I mean, Lincoln's actually, you can actually see him. Lincoln looks calm to me. That's what I want to say. Lincoln looks, a bit of a nudge there.
Donovan there. What happened there?
Sri Naidu and Connor, a little bit of a touch there, you know. And also, as we saw, Prince, the slightest of touches at the wrong places, it just breaks your momentum completely. 100%. You can't afford that,
Exactly, and you go into the side of the curve that you don't want, which is the least aerodynamic side possible. Hence, we see him going airborne. But Wyman over there, still in the lead, with a comfortable-ish, can I say, gap from Dominic Lincoln, but we know Lincoln has the pace, so at any moment that could change. At the moment,
Weyman and Lincoln, they're lapping very similar times.
Exactly.
So they, if we can see, and Jason could see actually just a tenth slower there. So Weyman and Lincoln's got good pace in the front. And Jason could see, as you can see visibly, he's battling now to stay there with Lincoln. I think Dominic Lincoln has got the pace. I think Dominic Lincoln, if he looks over his shoulder, you'll see he's got a bit of a breather now. Dominic Lincoln's got the pace to win this race.
Without a doubt.
He's playing the long game, where Weyman is putting in everything he can, every single lap. And then we'll see Sri Naidu now trying to hang on to Kutsia.
Yeah, it's a matter of maturity coming into play for Dominic Lincoln. He's been in top of the table, top of the championship battles like this before. And he keeps looking over his shoulder there to see how far Kutsia is actually. So he knows exactly what's going on behind him, keeping his eye on the front of the race and the rear.
Prince, you can see this time of the race now, I'm sure we are in the second half. I'm not sure how many laps exactly, but you can see the carts are sliding a little bit more. As the tires, I mean, they're getting hotter in this 20-lap race, so the tires are hotter and tires are going off a bit, and you can see that the carts sliding a little bit more than they did in the earlier part of the race. We actually completed 14 laps, so 6 laps to go. That's why, still only 6 laps left. There's a marshal just running back there to the post. But the ever efficient marshals here at the Swartkopt International Kart Circuit, Pretoria, West South Africa. And so look at this stage, it's now, Kutsia is falling back a little bit there in third, but it's all about Lincoln now. Look at Lincoln putting all the pressure now on Weyman, on Wayland Weyman. So like I said, he knows there's only going to be, with 5 laps to go, he's just going to keep the pressure up. So I say with 2 or 3 laps to go, Dominic Lincoln will go back into the lead.
Make his move. In a very smart drive.
Well, that will be his plan.
It looks at the moment. It looks like you can see it in the body language. When you look at Weyman and Lincoln, I'm just comparing the body language in between the two. Lincoln, it looks like he's on his couch, relaxed as ever, whereas Weyman is wrestling. Weyman
is giving it his all.
Exactly.
Remember, Weyman we know wants a win. Weyman knows all he wants to do. He wants to get at least. He wants to salvage something, get a win. 100%. So Weyman is, but like you say, and Lincoln is just being calm and collective and just staying there. But Weyman is basically every lap he's 11 tenths, where Lincoln is just, you can see the body language. But well done to Weyman. And maybe he can still get the win. So not a lot of laps left here. Look at him through those last 2 corners. You can see him giving everything there. 4 laps to go. And Weyman's got his head down. Good thing he's not looking over his shoulder there, Prince. So he's just looking ahead and he's going as fast as he can.
Yeah, it's only going to distract him to see Lincoln behind him. But Kutsia trailing them a significant way off. He's lost significant pace. He and Sri Naidu have fallen a long way back to form the top 4. Connor Donovan right behind them.
There goes Lincoln. As I said,
made his move on Weyman.
3.5 laps to go. It's lap 17. Lincoln's decided, now, okay, I've had enough. He's going to go to the front and see. He says, Weyman, why don't you follow me? Or why don't you see if you can stick with me now? Weyman won't give up the chase here. He won't give it up.
No, not at all.
But like I said, Lincoln, we know he's got the pace. He's just very smooth, actually. It looks like a smooth ride. If you look at his body's very still. Where Weyman is doing it, he will go late on the brakes. Yes, he will try it every lap. He says he won't give it up that easy. So, But remember, if they do this now, that might give Jason Kutsia a chance to close down again.
And as you mentioned, I see the back of his cart coming out in view in third place there.
That's the only hope actually Jason Kutsia has, is for these 2 guys to chop and change on a regular basis.
And he needs to pick up the pace now, because his opportunity is coming in the next few laps. With Weyman sort of being very, very defensive about his driving. And not nudging for Lincoln to take advantage. Let's see what happens going into turn 1.
And Sri Naidu is just hanging on to Kutsia as well.
He's not letting him go.
What's it now? Is it 3 laps to go there? Yes, there comes Dominic. This is going to happen now.
Almost a little bit of contact.
The guys must decide now. Wonder who's going to lead on the last lap coming down to that corner, because the guy in second will go for that overtaking move. So maybe, I don't know if they've worked it out that way, but look at that. Jason Kutsia, ever the closer now. Ever so closer now to the top 2.
I think he's going to need one more move from Wayland Weyman to actually secure his getting closer to Dominic Lincoln, I'll say, because he needs to finish ahead of him. But at the moment, it's very, very hopeful for Kutsia. Very, very hopeful.
If Lincoln, and it looks like if Lincoln finishes ahead of Kutsia this heat, then I think that's a championship. I think that'll be championship. It looks like we're in the last lap here, is it? Yes, last lap here. Here
Yes,
goes
Wyman
Wyman.
goes too
Okay, but he goes a
wide.
bit to there. But cool stuff there. Cool head by Lincoln.
exactly,
Very
exactly.
cool by Lincoln. And that was, Wyman was just a little bit too late on the brakes. So actually well done to Lincoln there. And it's just a sign of a champion. You can say what you want, but it's a sign of a true champion. But now, kudos to Wyman for trying. But
Yeah,
now,
he fought hard. He fought hard this race.
Jason Coetzee will try and get that second spot at least, just to give him an outside chance. But they're on the last lap, just 3 corners to go now, 2 to go now. Here comes our leader. It is Dominic Lincoln. He's going to be very happy. He's going to take the flag. Dominic Lincoln from Wayland Wyman, from Jason Coetzee. Well done to him as well. And Sri Naidu. That's your top 4. Connor Donovan, Naomi Pitzer, well done in 6. Carlo Oliver, Nicholas Verriel on the 8th. Daniel Duminy and Jurgen Pommersam. That's your top 10. But basically, I don't know, Prince, that's basically that championship wrapped up.
I'm not too sure about the championship, but I think it should be all done and sealed. We've had a great weekend. It's been a good season, lots of ups and downs. I think this race can actually sum it up. Starting on top, good form, and then having a bit of a dip with Wyland overtaking me, then Sheehan. Then I just fought back, waited for my car to turn on, and then it got really quick and managed to find my way back to the top.
But just looking at the carts in their traditional procession, Dominic Lincoln coming out in his
not sure,
red,
man.
black and white.
Maybe down in the band.
We've got Wayland Wyman also in second. He has a battle to watch out for, but I think he's going to be happy with keeping second. Let's see how he starts here and secures his position. Does he keep it? Yes, he does. Oh, only
Someone
just.
running a bit wide there, but yeah.
Only just. Yeah, Dominic
Lincoln's got
still
the
in the
Lincoln
lead,
from Wayman.
And that is
and
Sri
that's
Naidu.
Sri Naidu. Yes. It's in there.
damn.
Okay, that's where Lincoln wants to be. Also Wayman. Wayman's going to try and get the win here to try and secure that second place. Remember, he's not going to settle for second because he does, but we'll have to see how Jason Coetzee started here, Prince.
Exactly, and I'm looking at how Coetzee actually got not a very good start at the moment, but he's working his way up. That's him making a move on someone. I'm not sure who that is. I can't really tell because of the glare. But he has Sri Naidu in his sights. I believe that was Peters that Coetzee just made a move on. He's got Sri in his sights. Sri just looking over his shoulder there, seeing, am I in trouble?
Let's just
am I
have
not in
a
trouble?
quick look at the running order after one lap. Dominic Lincoln from Wayland Wyman, Connor Donovan, Sri Naidu, Jason Coetzee 5th. Jason Coetzee 5th, not too bad. He's up to 5th there. He's moved up, I think, is it one position from his
So
start.
he's building up.
Danae van Heerden, Naomi Pitzer, Nicholas Verheul, Daniel Duminy, and Carlo Oliver. So Jason is 5th, I think, and he's gonna have to move up. And Wayman is going to put the pressure on Dominic Lincoln, but Lincoln is putting in a good lap time.
Yeah, and then that was my mistake. That was actually Jason Coetzee overtaking Danny van Heerden, and he's up to 4th at the moment.
So Coetzee is doing what he needs to
around.
do. Yes, he's doing what he needs to do. And yes, there we go. We can see number 246 there. Next target is going to be Sri Naidu. He's going to have to get past Sri Naidu very quickly, and then it's going to be on. Then the championship fight will be on. In the meantime, let's look at Wayman trying to go. Yes, Wayman's going for the lead. He also knows. So yeah, remember, Wyman will know that Jason Coetzee is coming. So that's why he's taking the lead now. Because if he could win, that's going to seal it for him.
And hoping Lincoln plays a role in securing his second place for the championship. But knowing Lincoln and the way he played his game, he's going to keep it patient. I mean, it's a 20-lap race, so he's going to perhaps bide his time and react where he needs to. If he needs to protect himself, if he needs to get ahead, he will. But most likely bide his time and sort of keep it clean till the end.
Srin running a little bit wide there. That might give Coetzee the chance there. Coetzee is going to go for it. He has to go for it now.
Side by side, two overtakes for first. Yeah. Oh, that was beautiful. That
remember,
was beautiful.
but Srin got a drive. Jason didn't get a good drive earlier. And Srin says, not now. A little bit of a touch. Lincoln gave Wyman a touch there. They both ran a bit wide. Okay, so everything. There's a big... Sri Naidu's leading now.
Exactly.
Naidu's leading. Yes, a bit of a touch, but that meant he also ran wide and lost momentum there. As we've got a big layer on the screen, but we're having a look here. But things are heating up here, Prince.
Yeah, without a doubt. And Coetzee is actually now in sweet position because he's actually in the lead after that switch up between Lincoln and Wyman. So Coetzee is actually exactly where he wants to be. Doesn't have to think about it too much now. Now you just have to focus on leading.
Yeah. Let's have a look. See, as I complete this lap number 4, there was a big change up here. It is Coetzee from Naidu, Connor Donovan, Dominic Lincoln, Dane Van Nicholas Verheul, Wayman's dropped all the way down to 10th.
Oh, geez.
He's not going to be happy now.
Yeah, he's livid
Now,
where he is,
but
yeah.
see, just it happens in 1 or 2 corners, everything changes up. Wayman went from 2nd and he's now in 10th. But he's not going to be happy with Lincoln there.
No,
he's not going to be
without a
very happy. And Lincoln didn't do it. It wasn't intentional, but he tried to go for the lead there. So it's a big change up there for the 2nd place in the championship.
But uncharacteristic, I'll say, of Lincoln. I thought he was actually going to hang back and let these guys do their thing. But also, I did say that he would react where he needs to, and he would be aggressive where he was. Because the lap of that incident, the lap before, you saw both Kutsia and Lincoln going ahead of Wyman.
There comes Lincoln now fighting back, but the man who's going to fight hard now is Wyman. Wyman needs to fight back, and we're going to just have a look at his progress now. But it's going to be very difficult from 10th, although there's a lot of laps.
Kutsia just doing the fastest lap there, putting the hammer down. Yeah, definitely, that's exactly what he needs to do at this point.
But Kutsia, Prince, but Kutsia basically inherited that lead there. He got gifted.
Yeah.
He got gifted the lead there. But that's racing. That's also racing. Remember, it happens, and it is going to be tense. But remember, this race is not over, and a lot can still happen.
Yeah, and we don't mind gifts. We like gifts. You know, Christmas can come early.
Let's have a look. Okay, see, Jason Kutsia last lap, quickest man on the circuit there, quickest lap of the race actually there. So Jason Kutsia now he's got clear air. He's trying to pull away. He's trying to make it easy for himself. But we've only completed 6 here out of 20. But Jason Kutsia from Sri now, Dominic Lincoln 3rd, Conor Dane, let's have a look, see. Yeah, Wyman is still there down in 10th and he's battling. It's going to be a battle for him. It's going to be very difficult for Wyman now to get past. So he also needs something major to happen. And Kutsia knows. That's why Kutsia is trying to get away. He can't get in a mix or in a fight, 2nd, 3rd, whatever, and then it happens to him what's happened to Wyman.
Exactly, he got it handed to him. But looking at Oyland Wyman over there, I'm just trying to see the obstacles ahead of him. And pretty much every driver is not going to give him an easy time. I mean, everyone in the top 10 is very competitive and very aggressive. I see a possible Aussie Bazzi maybe with Daniel Dumini if he works his way up. He's already gotten past Carlo Olivier, and he's got Naomi Pitta in his sights at the moment. So we'll see how far back up he can get. But at the moment, 2nd in the championship is out of reach for Oyland Wyman. So we'll see how that goes. Just in view at the moment, we've got Dominic Lincoln and Shirin Naidu over there. I think Lincoln yet to get past him. I thought by now that he would have put a challenge forward for that, but I think perhaps in the approaching turn.
Lincoln's going to go for Naidu shortly. Lincoln would ideally still want to win this race. That's why early went for that move. He's going to have to say sorry to Wyman later, but he's also trying to get the win. The championship and the win is his. He's trying to get the win, not just the championship. But he's got the championship. But Jason Kutsia looking pretty. Look at another fastest lap. So Jason Kutsia, once he's got clean air, is where he wants to be. And Jason Kutsia at the moment. What he's doing is securing that 2nd place in championship. And Wyman, good news. Wyman's up to 8th. So Wyman has moved up to 8th now. He's not giving up. Remember, there's still 12 laps to go, 11 and a half laps. So Wyman has still got a bit of time, and he's not going to give up, and he will not, and he should not give up right till the end. But good to see him up to 8th.
And let's see how Daniel Dumini actually responds to having Wyman knocking on his door. I wonder if he's going to sort of give it to him easy, or sort of give him a battle and give him a fight. But here they are approaching, looking at some of the there's Wyman over there right behind Dumini, and let's see he's very much
went
in
a
range.
little bit defensive. Dumini likes to go defensive early. He's not aware of the championship or that situation. He's doing his own race, but he goes defensive quite early. But Wyman's going to have to get past here quickly. Wyman needs to get past Dumini very quickly here to help his progress. Because now we're coming up to 10 laps completed. It's halfway through this race.
And looking at Kutsia, it's as if he's been given the signal that Wyman actually is a long way back, and his threatening his 2nd place in the championship.
Okay, but good stuff. Let's just sorry, Prince there. Wyman has gotten past Daniel Dumini now, so he's up to 7th now. Yeah, so Wyman, next target for him was Nicholas Verheul. So Wyman slowly but surely, lap by lap. And remember, one guy that doesn't want the laps to finish now is Wyman, and the guys who want the laps to finish is Jason Kutsia. Believe me, when you're leading a race, all you want is the laps to go to tick down. But when you're fighting and coming through the back, you want more laps. Okay, so it's but Wyman doing well up to 7th now, but now the laps will be ticking down quickly, with next time 9 laps to go.
time flying by at the moment. But just going into Coetzee's mindset, this sort of highlights and makes a champion. How you lead a race. We've seen Dominic Lincoln take it, and how he did it. He showed the hallmark of a champion.
I think Wyman's just got another position
just,
there. Yeah,
just
definitely.
got one on
Wyman's got
Verheul
one.
there.
Wyman now. Nyman's just got for Hill, so he's up to 6.
Yeah.
And next he's going to look for Dane van Heerden, but he's a little bit down the road there. So a little bit of air there. Okay. Oh, Dane. Yeah, sorry. Dane van Heerden.
Oh, jeez. It looks like Nicholas was back ahead of Wayland actually, and he's lost out in that battle. If I'm not mistaken, let me see if I've seen this correctly. No. There he is. There's Wayland Wyman right on the back of.
Let's just see when they complete this lap how the standings exactly look here. It is Jason Coetzee, Srinaide, Dominic Lincoln, Connor Donovan, Dane van Heerden, Wyman now. Wyman in 6, but the race is on there. Yeah, Wyman's gotten past Verheul as well, so he's up to 6 now. Okay, but yeah, like we said, he's chasing Dane now. But he just got past Verheul earlier.
Yeah.
And but Dane is still hounding him there. Or Dane is the next man that Wyman's looking for.
And there's nothing. He's slightly quicker, about 200ths of a second quicker than Dane van Heerden. So we'll see how that pans out when he gets to his bumper. Just looking at Coetzee and the lap times he's doing. I mean, he's a stretch.
Coetzee is doing great lap times. I don't think Coetzee, I almost want to say he's got this win in the bag. And it's quite early there. Remember, there's still 7 laps or 6.5 to go. Next time around, they'll complete 14 laps. So Coetzee, after that gift he got, but he's then put the hammer down. And Wyman won't give the fight up here. He's going to fight hard till the end here, Prince.
And he's still, speaking of fights, I'm looking at Srinaide, and I'm not sure who's that. It's Lincoln.
Yeah.
My apologies, up to 2nd now. There's a bit of a battle going on between the two of them. I wonder if Srinaide can actually keep on his bumper, but this is Dominic Lincoln, and he's not just going to let someone by. He's probably going to stretch his legs at this moment. This is exactly what he wanted. No one in front of him. Now he's going to have a comfortable ride. Of course, he's sort of polishing a trophy at the moment. He's not working towards getting it. He's just polishing a silverware.
Lincoln up to 2nd, but he's got the championship. Naidu is staying there, and they've got a bit of a gap to the 4th place man. And it's all about can Wyman get some more positions. That's what it's going to be. But at this stage, remember, Jason Coetzee wins the race. That'll be 2nd position for him in the championship, and he'll take it away. Remember, before the start of this race, Wyman was just leading Coetzee by 1 point for 2nd in the championship.
Yeah, Jason Coetzee looks certain of a win at the moment. I'm not sure how far along we're on the race, but he looks very much in a comfortable position.
Okay, let's try and have a look at his lap times here. Coetzee, another
left
fastest lap here, 43.7. Lincoln also 43.8. Naidu 44.0. Donovan 44.0. Dane van Heerden 44.2. Wyman 43.9. So not bad. Wyman is trying. He's putting good lap times in. Daniel Duminy 44.1. But Wyman is going to try. He has to. He just can't give up. There's 5 laps to go now, and he just needs to do all he can. And remember, it's not over yet. It's looking good for Jason Coetzee for 2nd, but it's not over. Never over till, like we said, till that checkered flag comes out.
And that's just the thought pattern. That's the mindset of a driver. I mean, I heard a Formula 1 racer saying that it doesn't matter whether you're first having the best equipment or you're last with the worst. You always believe you can win a championship. It may not be now, it may not be tomorrow, but if you have that belief driving you. So Wyman definitely has that belief. He's definitely pushing. He is African Open champion winner after all. So he does have a ticket to Brazil, but that doesn't make him comfortable. He still wants to go for it. So we'll see how many more places he can make up. At the moment, quicker than Dane van Heerden by a mile, by a stretch. Looks about 0.3 seconds quicker than Dane van Heerden, who's in front of him. So we'll see if he can make any gains in the laps to come or in the sections to come.
4 laps to go, almost 3. It's going to be 3 soon. I know Oliver also went past Duminy there. Yes, and look at him. You can just see, Wyman really trying there, taking the curb there on the apex and turning in actually quite early. And he's trying to get every millimeter that he can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if he can.
He's actually quite close now. Look at him.
There we go.
He's close now, so like the laps are running out for him, but he needs to get this position very quickly. Who's the man in front of him? Is it Dane van Heerden?
Yeah, Dane van Heerden.
Yeah, so he has to get past him now very shortly if he wants to go after the man in front of him, but that will put him up to 5th. and let's see if he can get to fourth. And I don't know if his third place is a little bit too far ahead.
Well, he had been catching Dane at about 0.3 seconds.
But now he just can't get past. So difficult now. Catching is one thing, and then passing is another.
It's another proposition altogether.
Yeah. So I think now there's only 3 laps to go. Two laps to go. Yeah, 2 laps to go. And Jason Kutsia, look at Jason Kutsia, fastest lap after fastest lap. Jason Kutsia, he's got that car dialed in. Once he got to so clear air is the place for Jason Kutsia to be. And it'll be, I won't call it revenge. There it goes.
Wyman on Van Heerde. Well
he had to do it. He had to do it.
Defending
but Van Heerde says, not that easy. I'm coming back at you.
At all costs. To win on the grass
I'm
there
not worried
to protect
about
that.
yes, but look at Wyman almost getting desperate there. And he had to in a way. Okay, but yeah, Jason Kutsia putting in the lap times. He's going to be, if he gets this victory, it's going to be great for him. Lincoln, he's got the championship already. So here we are as the sun is beating down on the comments. 1 lap to go now. Jason Kutsia, another fastest. Can you believe it? Every lap is the fastest lap. So Jason Kutsia, Dominic Lincoln, Sri Naidu, Connor Donovan, Dane Van Heerde, Wayland Wyman. He's got his name and surname is very close to each other. Wayland Wyman, Carlo Oliver, Daniel Duminy, Nicholas Veer, Naomi Pitzer. But yeah, Jason, this victory will be sweet for him, and it'll give him second in the championship. And excellent stuff here, a good race. Yes, we had a bit of an incident early on, but that's racing, Prince.
And here comes...
there you go, look at him.
Jason celebrating. Jason Kutsia going sideways there, going a bit Ken Block on us. With a bit of a drift to celebrate his win. It was a beautiful win though. Second place Dominic Lincoln, and then Sri Naidu in third. Well done to them.
So there we go. That's the results now after 20 laps. Jason Kutsia, Dominic Lincoln, Sri Naidu, Connor Donovan, Dane Van Heerde, Wayland Wyman, Carlo Oliver, Daniel Duminy.
Like, I have no words. Finally, my luck has turned around after all the bad luck I've had all that long. Yeah, I don't know where I finished in the championship, but well done to Dom. Well deserved win. It was a good season racing against him, so tight. And yeah,